if you are often anxious, fearful, nervous about a certain situation, whether that's money, whether that's clients, whether that's work, whether that's part of your relationship, if you always are often experience like anxiety and fear, that is letting you know that there's something within your nervous system. That is a nervous system issue. So what is usually going on is that you have some kind of belief there, right? Some belief that is not in resonance with your truth. And so what you can do is get curious, right? The anxiety, the fear, the nervousness, all those are symptoms. They're symptoms of something rooted. So what you want to do and what you can do is ask yourself questions, get curious. Like, what is the fear here to tell me? What exactly am I afraid of? Why do I feel anxious, right? Ask yourself these questions. These are the slowing down processes. A lot of time we just need to slow down so we can tune in. And so when you get curious about this, because a lot of times even if you're affirming a surface level issue, right? But like if you get to the core of it, if you ask yourself a question, like, what is this here to show me? What is this reflective of? What am I scared of? And you keep asking more and more and more questions until you get to it. Sometimes it can be security. Sometimes it can be about rejection. Sometimes you can fear, what am I thinking of? Hold on. So I said rejection. The other one is fear of abandonment, right? This lack of safety, not feeling worthy, a fear of being seen, right? It's really important to get to the root of like what is actually causing the anxiety, the overthinking, the anxiousness. Like all those are just symptoms of a much deeper rooted issue, right? A rooted belief, whatever that belief is. And so when you get curious and ask yourself like, what is this actually rooted in? If fear and anxiety wasn't actually the issue, what is it? What am I actually experiencing? I know for me, a big one for me was like not feeling secure, right? A lack of security. That was like a big one for me, that like a lot of my anxiousness and nervousness was rooted in that, not feeling secure. And so for people, I always encourage you to like get curious, because that fear that you have is really, that anxiety that you keep feeling is really just, it's a signpost, to something deeper. And so you have to ask yourself the questions to get to the root of it. And I will put the question in the section, tag it in the comment section or whatever, so you can have it. But yeah, it's usually much, much deeply rooted. I'll put a list of things too, or maybe I'll put it here. All right, love you.